Act 1, Scene 5. Garban, capital city of North Calas. Day. A poorly blown trumpet is heard. A young crier enters, continuing to blow the trumpet poorly and seemingly at random. He runs into a large man and his companion.
What's all the ruckus? Are we under attack?
No, sir. My joyous tune can mean only one thing. Sir Ekenroy is back.
Then the dragon is dead? Happy melody indeed. From beneath the wings of reptilian tyranny, the kingdom has been freed. How fares the knight?
Bloodied he is, bruised from crown to foot. One arm missing, the other covered in soot. All of the hair has been singed from his head. Soon, like his foe, he too will be dead. His haunted eyes say it all, I'm afraid. Before long, in the warm embrace of the Calasian soil will he be laid.
Behold, Sir Ekenroy has given his life for the kingdom!
He exits. To report such a gruesome sight must be a heavy burden. I have not seen him myself, I must admit. To be the first to bring news, one must embellish a bit. Relating rumor as reality is morally corrupt. If you didn't see it, aren't you, in essence, just making it up? A good crier must think of effect before he talks. I am not the worst, believe me. My main competitor is so sly. They refer to him as Fox. He blows the trumpet and exits, the companion chasing after. Beware the town criers who seem to be wise. Their morsels of wisdom are seasoned with lies. Enter Ekenroy and the travelers.
Honest counsel and a much-needed scouring await at this estate. Refresh yourself and gossip if you must. The rest of us are content to wait.
Is this your home, Sir Knight?
Nay, that of my boyhood friend, Sir Guile. I had hoped to improve my appearance before greeting his majesty, and perhaps pray for peace a short while. A better, more trustworthy friend is not to be found. Such faith have I in him, that I did entrust him with the safety of my lady, as I was to the worm's lair bound. I knew of none who would keep so close a watch as he. He knocks on the door. There are whispers and giggles within. Loyal friend and loving lady, triumphant I return to thee. A scantily clad pair with mussed hair answer the door, staring at Ekenroy in shock. A loud moan from within. They slam the door shut. Fair Gwendolen, my betrothed, in distress I did hear shriek. Force the door, boy, my leg is too weak. Quick gladly kicks at the door, which eventually bursts open. Fear not, my love, your night has come. I shall evacuate those who have violated your sanctum. Ekenroy and Quick charge awkwardly through the door. Should we not help him? No, child, let the knight alone. I would not expose you to the lascivious nature of this so-called home.
He is a member of our company. As such, should we not assist?
Were it a question of life and death, but not in affairs such as this. Our young knight has proven a poor appraiser of character. I find it more likely this is yet another judgment error. Shouting inside, as it was when he took up with those who would not divulge the nature of their quarry. It is we whom he should question. Honest folk would have revealed the entire story. It is no simple villain, but a wizard's champion whose death we seek. If rumors are true, the one who kills him will not live beyond the week. The wizard himself will have his revenge. Is it so easy for you to sacrifice an honest man, when the very idea makes my own heart cringe? My deeds I do for the good of our family. Do not presume to hope our alliance with this dragon killer will end amicably.
Oath-bound by his king, he fought the dragon not for power or wealth, and I have heard that some dragons are...
Yes?
Less than concerned for human health.
Their noble race is beloved and protected by our king.
A king we have never met, but for whom you would do anything. His king he knows. It is not some faraway hero he blindly follows.
I have warned you before. These people are strange. Already their influence has infected you, causing an unwholesome change.
Strange as these mainlanders are, is it not better to be strange than deceptive by far?
I am wise. You are not. We will not speak of this again.
The crier approaches, followed by King Cragmere, surrounded by guards and servants.
Your Majesty, I present the companions of Sir Ekenroy.
Hail, noble friends. I am...
The king whispers to a servant, who presents the crier with coin. The king motions him to give more.
That is for a new trumpet. I believe a shop is near. Talent such as yours deserves a horn more in tune with our royal ear.
The crier is employed by the king at last!
He exits. I am Cragmere, king of North Calas. Your Majesty, we are... Is it true you accompany Sir Ekenroy? He travels with us, bound by honour beyond your employ. Beyond my employ? I am his king. No authority in this land outweighs the signet on this ring. We hail not from this land, but are merely passing through. Our business with the knight has nothing to do with you. And what business brings such insolence through my gates? Our own. Only a Natiran would so tempt the fates. Your demeanour and dress give you away. I would know, Marshlander, what brings us together this day. Mark my words well, for I will say them once only. My dungeon awaits any soul foolhardy as to provoke me. Now tell me, what brings you to my kingdom? I will not.
Your Majesty, we came seeking wisdom.
A diplomatic tongue for one so lovely and young. Your discretion comes in a timely fashion. And who are you to provide this aged wanderer with such a staunch and attractive stanchion?
I am Melsine. This is my grandfather, Drawn. It is a desperate and sensitive quest we find ourselves on.
I would hear more of you before you leave my sight. But first, please explain how you came across my most heralded and decorated knight.
Our people of old have revered dragonkind. It was the assistance of mighty Monworm that we journeyed far from our homeland hoping to find. Much to our dismay, a gruesome sight awaited instead. Sir Ekenroy badly injured, and the nobler beast...
Dead? Dead? Is that what you were going to say? Glorious! Glorious! Let the kingdom rejoice, and the trumpets... Well, another day. I would converse with you at length, charming lady, of your experience in its entirety. The grand hall of the Golden Dome could sorely use another alluring foreign beauty. We shall compose great ballads of your exploits, feasting, drinking, and making merry until we tire. After that, who can say what activities may transpire? If you think for one moment to make anything with my sacred charge, you had best be prepared to use... Sir Guile and Gwendolen enter through the door and gape at the crowd. Guile's trousers are unbuttoned.
An assembly most large.
To what do I owe this honour, O most noble lord and master? Hoist thy trousers, Guile. Have thy senses gone to pasture? You represent the crown when you walk among the people. You are a... Enter Ekenroy and Quick. Vagabond! Rogue! Disciple of evil! I challenge thee, deceiving monstrosity! Turn not away from my righteous ferocity! What fracture is this between my two bravest knights? To separate friends, brothers, veteran comrades of so many fights? A chasm, my lord, rent by deeds most foul and motives shady. In my absence, this false creature hath accosted my lady. A most vile act of unrequited passion. Fear not, fair love, I will avenge thy honour in a timely fashion. Bear witness all, as I lay my challenge upon this reptile.
Your Majesty, I beg that you heed my truthful denial. These charges are false.
It is not I you must convince, Sir Guile. You are accused by a knight, honest and true, and, I admit, your history does not favour you. If you have wronged Sir Ekenroy with acts foul and egregious, it is he you must look upon for forgiveness.
I cannot look upon the man, my king, for no man is there.
No man am I, dog? No man? Thou dare?
And not that Sir Ekenroy of Gorban, were he present, would be accounted less than a man, but I could not, look on him even were he at hand. Said knight has been marked with the mask of the dead. We were all assembled when from the sacred scroll the words of the ancient curse were read. It would be,
against your own law to lay eyes upon him.
Mainlanders.
Enough from you. We have simple ways to settle such matters. The dishonor you have brought upon your name, Sir Giles, is great. Such a man as Ekenroy, were he present, would no doubt deliver you a swift and much-deserved fate. The matter shall be reconciled soon, however, of this I am certain. Young man.
Your Majesty?
I trust you are not a simpleton.
Not at all, Majesty. My burden simply weighs a ton.
There is an object carried by one close to you, I presume, which may right many wrongs. Present it to me, and for your heroic part in this tale you will be immortalized in songs.
Most of the heroes in songs are dead. If it's all the same, I'll remain in the shadows and keep my head.
Impertinence! Have you the tooth?
It would be just like them to make me carry that too, and that's the truth. But no, Majesty, though I have seen the one that used to live above it. Long, jagged, mostly yellow. Out of a whole dragon, it seems a silly thing for so many to covet.
The tooth was taken by my manservant, whilst I was pinned beneath the carcass of the beast.
Terrible news, Majesty. Apparently, the tooth was taken by your knight's manservant, whilst he was pinned beneath the carcass of the beast. That is what I have heard, at least.
By the thoughts, this is most unordinary.
Now it's unordinary.
Grandfather, hush. They can do without your commentary.
I confess there is no protocol on how to proceed. The tooth must be recovered, and you, new friends, must help perform this deed. There can be no assistance by any from within these lands. I'm afraid, brave Natirans, that Sir Ekenroy's resurrection rests entirely in your hands. Recover the tooth, and bring it back to us here, for without its power to remove the curse, Sir Ekenroy will remain dead to us, I fear. In the meantime, you, Sir Giles, will come with me.
But, your Majesty, the lady was willing. More than willing, actually.
I'll not hear more.
Sir Giles, your lies are growing old. My gods shall escort you to a dank cell, where you can make your appeals to the mould. Take him away.
Rosalind? From the Horn and Penny? Nay, I know this woman. Her name is Mistress Jenny.
You are mistaken, good sirs. I was raised in a nunnery.
Is that why you insisted on wearing that rosary? It's not the same girl, you twit. I know Jenny quite well. She was a regular attraction at the Salted Crab Shell. If she said her name was Jenny, she obviously lied. I knew her as Rosalind, and I was quite satisfied.
Be quiet, you fools. This is Ekenroy's betrothed. Though, if the hair was different, and she were not so fully clothed... Madeline, is that you, who once attended me at Duke Bearholt's behest?
Aye, your Majesty. I dined at your table this past Winterfest.
And what a feast it was, if my senses remember. Never has a common courtesan proven so enchanting, or so limber. This sheds new light on recent events. This knight need not be confined, so long as he repents. His punishment shall be decided at the chapel confessional. At the very least, Sir Ekenroy can say he was beguiled by a professional. Can this be true, once fair?
I sent him off to fight a dragon. How by the thoughts was I to know he would actually come back again? Most men with coin are ripe for the bedding, but this one would have none of it until there was a wedding. I tried to be his lady, but I just got so bored. You are most wise, noble lord. We shall assist your deceased knight upon his quest. The journey will be long, so a timely departure would probably be best.
Yes, of course. My thanks again. In the meantime, I shall personally question fair Gwendolen. To the castle! Exeunt Mane Ekenroy and his companions.
What a complete hassle.
Alas, I am thrice betrayed, by love, friendship, and even my king.
Best not to waste time on pointless brooding. Assuming we are finished with this utter nonsense, might we be on our way without further audience?
Of course, most noble Drond. I exist now but to fulfill the quest we are on. Help me away from this den of vipers, dear boy. My homeland, for me, no longer holds any joy.
Exeunt.